to those results.
So let's give them an example, Miss Kim. Let's give them an example. I come to you, and I just went through a divorce. We'll use me as an example. I just went through a divorce, a recent breast cancer survivor, and I'm feeling a little insecure about my body and how it would feel to get out there and date again. How would we approach, what steps would we take if I brought you that and that was a concern of mine? How would you approach that?
My first question will ask you, what goals do you have? What you have, when you come to me, you have certain goals that you want to achieve. You have a goal, and then you want an end result. So with your, with you being a breast cancer survivor, I mean, you may set goals to where you want to, start doing speaking engagements, but you're afraid to speak in front of people, so we'll focus on that. If you have a goal, whatever goal it is, then
so the goal would be for me is like if I'm insecure about okay, I had this surgery, and as a woman, when you've had work done on you, getting out there and being confident to date again. Like, what type of advice would you give me on that if I had, came to you with that concern?
Well, now you're tapping into the emotion. So here again, you would have to tell me what your goal is. You kind of missing the whole.
So the goal is to achieve confidence to date again. So what type of advice do you give someone?
Okay, well then I would have to ask you, what makes you? I would have to come up with certain questions. I would listen. I'm listening to you because life coaches we do more listening. I would listen to you, pick out certain tidbits, and then I will ask you questions based on that. So it's not hard. It's kind of hard, but not hard for me to kind of just tell you, hey, you do this and do that. But you will have assignments. You will have things that you need to do. So, I can tell you, several things.
No, I like the insight. So first is you're giving people a guideline and a blueprint on how you would approach the situation with them and work with them. That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, and then we reaffirm everything the next week. You set up a session, if it's weekly, if it's bi-weekly, then whatever goals that you have, we will talk about it, set a plan, and then you follow those plans. You set up a plan together. You follow those plans to get to your results.
Correct.
And it's not going to happen overnight. So when you say goals, it doesn't happen overnight. But you have to do the work.
Let's ask you this so your audience can know, because you're talking to the people that may be interested in you. What are your services cost? How many sessions do they have with you? And how would they get in touch with you?
Well, initially my plan and then my program is actually set up for 4 months. And if once you reach your results, and if you complete your result within, before the 4 months is up, then, your sessions would be complete. Some people it may take longer, some it may take, a shorter time. We will have what I will do is have a free consultation. So that is where we will talk about the more personable details and the cost. We will talk when we do our free consultation.
Now, after your free consultation, where do you hold your sessions? Are you doing it mobile? Are you on location? Do you have a place that you agree to meet with your client? How does that work?
Right now, because of the COVID-19, everything is done virtually. So we could either do FaceTime, Zoom, Skype, or just, talk on the phone.
So tell, if people want to get in touch with you, Kim, and they are interested in your services, tell the listeners, how would they get in touch with you?
Okay, so my social media handles are On Instagram, you can follow me at Goals to Results Life Coach, and it's all one word, Goals, GOALS, the number 2, Results, RESULTS, and Life Coach. I'm also on Facebook with under Goals to Results Life Coach as well.
All right. So that's what you heard, guys. If you want to follow her on Instagram, it's GOALS 2 RESULTS Life Coach, all one word. And she also goes by Miss Hollywood, and the name on Facebook is Kimberly Raven. Now, if they wanted to, do you give out a phone number for the listeners today if they want to get in touch with you, talk to you about it, or do they go by DM? How do they get in touch with you?
No, I have a phone number. My apologies. So if you would like to reach out to me, my number is 678-871-9854. Again, that is 678-871-9854. And if you want results, just call the Go-To Results Life Coach and just get your life back together.
I like that. So along with the life coaching, Kim, because I met you, and when I met, we were introduced because we were both trying out for a reality TV show. And then a friendship was created. But what I admired most about you is entrepreneurship. So along with your life coaching, you're also doing massage therapy. Is that correct?
I'm still licensed at the moment. I'm not practicing massage therapy because I do not have a location right now.
Okay. All right. And so with that said, how long had you, I know you're not doing it currently, but how long have you been in the business of massage therapy? And what does massage therapy mean to you for the clients that you do touch? What is it? Is it important for people, do you feel?
Yes, it is, and I've been licensed and practicing for 13 years. And massage therapy is definitely therapeutic for your mind, body, and spirit. And here again, it calms the mind, it calms the mind, it calms your soul so that you can think clearly. And massage therapy is also good for stress. Because right about now, everybody's stressing over something. So massage therapy is definitely good for it's definitely good for stress and blood circulation. It helps your blood circulation and to ease the pain and tension of your sore muscles.
I agree. And when we get into that, it reminds me of the chakras. So we all have 7 chakras, and they're connected to the various organs and the glands in the body. These chakras are responsible for distributing the life energy, which is also known as your ki or your prana. So if you look at it, this all goes with touch, and about touch, there's sensitivity. And in the body, when you talk about your chakras, this goes all the way from the top of your head, which is your crown. So the top is your main chakras, the crown chakra, your brow chakra, the throat chakra, heart chakra, the navel, the sacral, and which is, it helps with sexuality, vitality, and the root chakra, which is for survival. So when you touch a person's body and you're giving them this therapeutic massage, do you feel that sometimes you transcend by doing this with people? Have you had those that have told you about the results you've given them when they're consistent with their massages from you?
Yeah, they have had a certain release of tension. Their stress level is down. And massage therapy is a exchange of energy. And so
right, it is.
It's definitely an exchange of energy. So when I'm massaging my clients, I can definitely tell when they're tense, and most of us are tense in the neck and the shoulder and that lower back area. And so I can definitely feel their pain because, one, like I said, I've had challenges too. And I've had, challenges and illness and soreness within my body. So when I feel that tension and I know I'm in pain from that, I can tell that they are in pain too. So that's my mission. My purpose is to release all that tension and that negativity and that stress, of the everyday life. That's my purpose, is to release that.
Well, you know what, Kim? I love you for your insight and the pride and the integrity you have as a woman that is strong-minded, and you're a servant, and that's something that I can admire about you. Being a servant to those, serving is an important position in life, and by giving back to people to help them with their healing, I definitely applaud you for that. If you had to give anyone a tip today on something simple, if they are going through a period in their life, because all that's happening in the world today, what insight would you give someone today about 5 minutes of de-stressing? How would you approach and just tell the listeners today of what you think they should do?
First of all, I would say the first thing first, thank you, Jesus, for waking you up. I know we all struggling right now. We're all going through a bad time and, feeling a certain way, feeling depressed or, whatever you may be feeling. But you know what? Thank God that you woke up with those feelings today. So first thing, take time to say thank you, Jesus, for waking me up today. And then take a couple of deep breaths to appreciate that you did wake up.
Yeah.
Take a couple of deep breaths.
Actually,
inhale,
you know what?
Inhale,
deep breathing helps.
Huh?
I said, deep breathing does help. I think people forget to do that. It's actually really essential to just take, even if it's just 5 minutes a day, sit in silence with your eyes closed and just do some inhaling and exhaling. And you know what? I've been doing that. It just helps your day start in a good place, even mentally,
They do.
I think it's very important. Let me see if Carlos has anything he'd like to offer or say to you or ask, since he's still on the line with us.
Okay. All right.
Hey, Carlo, you have anything you want to comment or question about some of the things we've been discussing?
I'm just enjoying the conversation. Definitely enjoying the conversation and insight from both of you ladies. So thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, no problem. Thanks for being a part of the show. Okay, guys, this is Ty Jones, and I also go by Love Jones Ty. You can find me on Instagram as Love Jones Ty. Follow me on Facebook. It's Ty Jones. My guest today, Kimberly Raven. I would love for you to continue to follow this beautiful, blessed woman. Go to her Facebook page. It's Kimberly Raven, AKA Miss Hollywood, as well as on her Instagram page, Goals to Results Life Coach. She has tons of information, and you can always contact her on her social media sites or by phone. So give our listeners again, Kim, the number they can reach you at once more.
Okay, absolutely. You can contact me at 678-871-9854. Again, 678-871-9854. Okay.
This is the time of the show. Yeah, and this is the time of the show, and I want you to chime in, Kim, and I want Carlos to chime in as well. This is what I consider the thought of the day. I leave you with something that you want to give to the people that are listening. What would be your thought of the day after we've had this conversation, something that you would give to the people before we head out? So what would that be?
I will give to the people, appreciate everything and take nothing for granted, and love yourself and love God.
That's short and sweet. I like that. Carlos, you're on the studio with us too. What would be your thought of the day, and what would you want to leave listeners with?
Just that transfer of energy that you two were talking about is very important, and I think not a lot of people actually pay attention to that physical touch and how energy is transferred. So being more conscious of that and learning about the different chakras can definitely help